Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Today I want us to talk about QuickBooks Online. The reason why I love and I can always recommend QuickBooks Online is about it being very effective, number one. Number two is very convenient, and also the other important or the beauty part of it is that the flexibility that it provides. Because today probably my accountant will be doing his or her work probably in the office. For me, I can literally basically monitor what my accountant is doing wherever I am. And in that case, I can log into any machine, not necessarily a desktop or rather maybe a laptop, the office laptop. I can literally log into any machine. That's the beauty part of the flexibility that online QuickBooks brings to us probably in our businesses. So today I just want us to have an overview of quick and important aspects of QuickBook Online. First of all, let us learn how can you add a product or service within your system. Number three, basically, while setting up, the best method of setting up, what should you set up your business as? If you're in a service industry, what should you do? If you're in a product industry, what should you do? These are some of the specific items that I want us to basically consider in today's session. So let's start by looking at setting up the company. That is very quick. So you just come to setting, right? That is, of course, account settings. At this point, basically, to display for us what we really need to basically consider. That is the profile of the company. Of course, on our profile, you'll be having the name of the company, talk about the business number, and most important, while you are setting your company type, it will be very key for you to consider the type of business that you're setting here. Remember, we're having various, these are service, we can have service business. We can have basically, all these are the types of business that you can select. So in our case, probably we are selecting professional services. That is, of course, that will also include legal, marketing, consulting, etc. The aspect of contact information that is very important and very key. We're having address and yeah, setting up the profile of the company, which is literally you can customize it the way you wish to customize it. Now, today's session basically, of course, I'll be doing these several videos, breaking them into bits. Today, let us learn how can you basically add a product or service in your QuickBook Online. These are very simple. What you need to do, just come to new. In this case, I'll be having, you see other, of course, all these are the main elements that you must always consider. On others, you'll find that I'm having bank deposit, transfer, journal entry statement, pay down credit. I'm having add product or service. So just come, we add a product or service, of course, is loading. Then in that case, probably because we had it as a part of our service industry, because that is what you're doing, professional services, this is how you're supposed to work it out. You come to service, okay? So I need to add my service, and this is what you'll be doing. So starting with the name of the service that you're having, assuming maybe at this point you're providing this, of course, tax compliance, say like tax compliance services that is helping you to get tax compliance services. Tax compliance services, okay. We can talk of SKU. I know majority of you will be like, now SKU, what does it mean? Probably you might have seen this in basically your day-to-day activities, right? SKU basically normally stands for stock keeping unit. Basically, it is always very important whenever I'm having the aspect of whenever maintaining our stocks. A category at this point, you can have a category. Maybe these are, in our case, maybe you're having taxation services amongst our services. Taxation services, that's a category in this context. Uh, in addition to that, description. This is, of course, you can have a description of the item that you're having. Like in our case, we can just basically come out. We have our tax compliance service as a description. The event that you need us to assist you to get your tax compliance certificate, and maybe you're having issues still, there's always a way out that you can always tend to assist that. So I'm having the certificate, the sales price. You'll find that majority of the services are always negotiable, but of course, the company will always be having its minimum charge. Assuming in this case, we're doing this for the company, maybe I'll just be having a value. Maybe you have easily 5,000 shillings. In that case, of course, after we've inserted all that, you'll find that I'm having a save button just below here. So what I can do, I can literally save and close. Let me just do this so that you can be able to view it clearly. Uh-huh. There's an aspect of save button here. I just want to, you can see if I can zoom down below here, I'm having save. You see this one, save and close. So what I'm going to do, I'll just save and close and return here, so that at this point you'll find that now whatever that we've done, we basically added, say, like one service, right? That is under taxation, that is tax compliance services. The other bit, also maybe you can also add maybe another service that you can basically consider here. Maybe is in relation to we can add a new service actually. We can have say like bookkeeping services, bookkeeping services. Bookkeeping services, literally, of course, we are talking of category. These are counting. Assuming I'm having accounting, so we just add a new. These are accounting. Okay, I'm having a description. These are bookkeeping. Literally, will entail a lot of items, which uh, will include maybe talk about aspect of maintaining your proper books of accounts, maybe aspect of bookkeeping. Literally to entail a lot of things. So maybe in this case you can just have bookkeeping, right? So having that bit, we do what? This one is also negotiable. Maybe you can have a minimum, say like 6,000. Then of course you save and close. So once I've done like that, basically what we've done, we've added our services basically in our QuickBooks, so that at any given point in time, whenever I want to issue an invoice, this should take us to the next stage of you understanding QuickBook Online. And that's what I'm saying is very easy and convenient. So what you just need to do after you've added your item there, I'll come and basically add one client, for example. Maybe at this point, let us add a client. And in this case, basically, these are our customers. So in this case, we add one customer. In the context that maybe I want to add my customer, we can have, say, like, I'm having customer name, or rather the aspect of the display name. Maybe we are talking of customer. Maybe I'm having Mdarasa. We're having Mdarasa being our customer. That is what should display. Maybe I'm having, say, like mdarasa@gmail.com. These are customer. Then I'm going to do what I'm going to save. So once I've saved my customer, I want us to do basically an invoice. Okay, I want us to do basically an invoice. So doing our invoice, literally you can see basically what all this can do for us. It can literally send and track our invoices very clearly. So the easiest way that you can always work it out, you see while at home here, right? You just come to new. All you do, you just click new. I need to create an invoice. Creating an invoice, of course, it will display for me this page that will just appear right now. I've created one customer, which is Mdarasa. Billing address, of course, if I had created there, it will appear. I'm going to have the customer's email, which will appear here. And the beauty part of it, you can literally copy. Remember, once you have created this invoice, it will be sent directly to your client. And that's the most amazing part with also QuickBook Online. I can literally do, say, like, I'm going to copy, say, like, Ringo Frederick. 5@gmail.com. I want while sending this invoice to this customer in Darasa, it should be copied to Aringo Frederick. Then the period, the invoice date. Like, yes, you are agreeing that I'm offering this service to you, and if it is at all aspect of you paying for which specific period, you can literally select the terms here. 15 days, you can create your own, or due on receipt, you can literally create your own. Ideally, if at all it is your customer and you normally tend to have an agreement of when they're supposed to pay, of course, at this point, you can have your terms there. And before that time reaches, you'll always find that they'll always give you a form of a reminder. So in this case, what you can do, maybe you create, say, like net 15 days, come to your product, that will be very easy. Had already created our product, right? Which was a bookkeeping services, and this was service actually, and also tax compliance. So I'm providing tax compliance to this individual. See, it will give me an amount. At this point, I'm also providing, say, like bookkeeping services. Bookkeeping services, it will literally give us an amount. So that as at the end of the day, probably I'm owing this person, or rather this person is owing us how much? 11,000. Assuming that maybe these are what actually this person is owing us, because I'm providing these services to the person. I know one will ask, what if in the event that we normally tend to talk of the deposit received, or maybe whenever you're talking of an aspect to do with maybe discounts that we are supposed to give, how are we supposed to insert that? Definitely I'm going to guide you on the same. So you can literally have an invoice to, you can literally have a message on invoice, whereby you can have, say, like, yeah, thank you for choosing to basically work with us. Thank you, thank you for choosing, thank you for choosing Arilid and Associates. Thank you for choosing Arilid and Associates. Thank you for choosing Arilid and Associates. Yeah, so once you have that, basically, you'll find that below here, we'll have what? We'll have an area to do with you save and send. You see, I can literally, I can literally save and send this invoice. Once I've clicked save and send this invoice, voila, this is what will happen. So I'll just do that. Then it will pop up, or rather it will give us this item here, whereby I'm having, of course, I'm sending this to Mdarasa. It is copied to Ringo Frederick, then hi, I'm Darasa, feel free. You see, the beauty part of it, it has customized everything for us, and it is very professional. Yeah, so I'm going to send. La, I'm going to show you how it is going to appear on our end. You see, this is how it's going to appear, very professional. You'll find that, yes, this is invoice 001. Basically, of course, DM the rest, we appreciate your business. Please find your invoice details here. Feel free to contact us if you have any question. And the beauty part of it, see, these are invoice here. I'll show you. These are invoice, you see, and we have not yet customized it, because literally you can customize your invoice to have the logos and everything. So these are invoice, literally what we've basically created. So yeah, this is how you can work it out, and that is a QuickBook Online. So I normally term it as a very convenient, because you'll find that I can literally access my information wherever I am, very convenient, and I can always check it out with my phone. So tracking or keeping track of what my accountant is doing and where I am, it is very easy with QuickBook Online, compared to basically whatever that you normally have as a traditional QuickBook, which can be installed. By the way, that one can also work. And what I'm going to do, you see below this video, I'm going to attach a link. This link, basically, for those who are interested, I'm having a QuickBook Enterprise 2018. For those who are interested, you can just download the QuickBook. These are not online per se, but the one that you can literally use it at your desktops, or rather in your desktops or even your laptops. Yeah, so to this point, guys, you have a nice time. Thank you so much. And let us link, attach that. And in case of anything, In the event that you need any bookkeeping services, you can always reach us out, Arid and Associates. Thank you so much.